Rapid Fire News. I'm Scott Summit. This is 11 Hats Media. A man who murdered 4 University of Idaho students takes a plea deal and will not be executed by firing squad. That sets a pretty horrible precedent. If you kill 4 people, all you have to do is admit it, and the state will not kill you back. I mean, a life sentence in prison isn't great, but it's way better than the alternative. You go to the guy and you say, all you have to do is admit to the killings and we won't kill you back. What do you think he was going to say? We should probably just let the victim's family decide the killer's fate. Justice. The Senate passes Trump's big beautiful bill, and people have opinions. The Democrats are saying it's a tax cut for the rich, and the Republicans are saying it's a tax cut for the poor, and I'm just assuming they're both lying to me. Politicians are good at 2 things, lying and stealing your money, and this bill encompasses both. You may not have to pay taxes now, but adding $5 trillion to the deficit will have to be paid for at some point. Politicians not only steal from you, they steal from your children. Emmanuel Macron and Vladimir Putin have a call to discuss the Ukraine and Iran. That's kind of funny because what is France going to do? Ask the UK to ask the US to help them? I'm sick of these little leaders from these little countries talking a big game, knowing that the US will have to back them up like we always do. Macron may be a decent president, but he is not an expert in international diplomacy like I am. If they would just let the experts, like me, deal with the situation, the war would be over and we'd all be having Mai Tais in Kiev. A 92-year-old UK man is given a life sentence for a crime he committed in 1967. Despite the raping and the murdering, giving a 92-year-old man a life sentence is kind of dark. What are they gonna do, throw great-grandpa into Gen Pop? The UK will lock you up immediately if you say mean words on the internet, but it will take 58 years for them to solve a murder. They should have just sentenced him to hard labor, speed up the process if you know what I mean. Women in Denmark will now face conscription over the looming Russia threat. Sorry ladies, but if you had an expert in international diplomacy in charge of these things, you wouldn't be subject to this. I hear equality is the most important thing in the world right now, so ladies, have fun dying on the front lines. I hear the PTSD is a doozy. But don't worry too much, it's not all women. There's a lottery. Dads, don't worry about your daughters being fed to the meat grinder. There's a lottery. In a way, it is like winning the lottery if you get to fight the West's mortal enemy. Equality in action. And a spacecraft carrying human remains and cannabis crashed into the ocean after a failed space burial. Why was marijuana on a spacecraft with a bunch of dead people? That doesn't sound like a real headline.